Hello, this is Kenny Belfato at SimTech, and today I'll show you how we can import files and run SAW optimization with the ARDIS software. Let's take a look. I've got my ARDIS optimizer right here. And what we'll do is we're just going to begin a new job altogether. And the first thing we could do is, well, I could open up existing ARDIS files, but I'm going to go to the parts files and I'm going to say add a parts file, and this is where we can grab your CSV file that we have. So I go over here to the Herman Miller SAW folder and grab the first CSV file. And what this will do is it can, after speaking with Ron, we combined the column E and F, which is the material and the color, and that was done in an import wizard that's already in here in the ARDIS program. I could show you that later. It's a very simple format. It just tells you use column E and F and add an underscore in between them. So that's what I did here. And these are all the parts and the quantity. So we told it, you already had a length and a width and a quantity. Other things we put in here for remarks and so forth. And there is a grain orientation column as well. Then with the materials, these are my existing materials from RouterSim. So I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to add my own material file here. And we added one already that has basically your length and width of the sheets. So I wasn't sure about that, so I used 5 by 12 sheets right here. And there's different quantities of those. So that's it. There's, these parts have those materials. So you need a material file that has those same material names and what sheet sizes they are. And then there's just one pick here called Optimize in ARDIS, and it wants to save the file for you. Uses the same name as the CSV file from the parts. You could type in something different there. So this takes a few minutes. It's telling you how many layouts for each material there's going to be with those different quantities. And then when this is done, we'll be able to see the layouts. There's some 353 layouts here. And here they are. These are the different material names and what kind of yields we've got. You can see some rest materials there. And I could just go through with the arrow keys and go through all these different sheet sizes. And I'm picking these here. So this was the optimizer, and how many of each sheet it wants you to do is listed here, and the sheet size. So again, I apologize, I wasn't sure of the sheet size, but we've got some pretty good optimizations on here. And then this could be post-processed to any SAW. I have a Selco SAW here. Is the post processor that I have. So I only have that one. We can get the other post processors from ARDIS. But there's my 350 some layouts, and it has the part names on there and what each one of those nested sheets look like. Now we could, of course, go and increase the quantity of this or just import the next job the same way. We would add parts, and we can add all three of the spreadsheets to one optimization run if we want. So I can come over here and say, add another parts file and grab the next spreadsheet. Here's the next one. And so now we have both of those in here, right? And then we can combine those. So there's the different quantities. I would run the optimization again and I recombine them and give me new layouts. So I did notice by mixing the material and the color, we came up with literally hundreds of different materials. And I just had them all set to 5 by 12 sheet size. So I wasn't sure what sheet size you wanted to use there. So I just did it as all in one sheet size there. And then it'll tell you, here's some error messages that I added that second sheet, but I did not add the materials for the second sheet. So there's some that did not nest. There's the parts that were not completed, and it tells you that. So I would have to go through and add those other materials, and I think I'll do that for our actual GoToMeeting demonstration. We can schedule for you anytime. Thanks for taking a look. It's Kenny at SimTech and showing the ARDIS optimization program for your Herman Miller import files. Thanks so much.